some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Noles will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. To the air, it's Eakin. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bland. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
To the air, it's Eakin. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's not going to get there. Had to get it to the 35-yard line to pick up the first down. Now they have a decision to make on fourth.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. To the air, it's Eakin. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Strong. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the left. Running free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Knowles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The inside handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lost to fire on 2nd down. The short hand, it's Trevino. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Looking downfield, it's Eakin. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Quickly complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Tight end now in motion. The option look. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the option. The give to the back. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking for a man. It's Strong. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Eakin. Working that wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Grabs it in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Back to pass, it's Eakin. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Working on the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella at tight end.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Strong. They've got the screen set up. At midfield, he's got room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Off play action. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
To the air, it's strong. Plucks it out of the air. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Lost a throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. Third and goal. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on third and goal. Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
Absolutely perfect. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Is Colorado ready for prime time or what? Ralphie and company are running away with this one right now. They're up by 24 over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. With the catch, it's Bland. Creates a little room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, the ball carrier is just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Eakin. Quick completion on the out route. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Washington. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard.
Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Strong. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Lewis. And they swarm him under. And the Knowles in the hurry-up.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The quick out. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to throw, it's Strong. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Third down play from the gun. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolute shame. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for space. It's Trevino. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Eakin. Fires complete on the crosser. Jumped on top of the pile. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking to throw for it. Extending the play. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. He's one, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gibson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Finds the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass. It's strong. It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Colorado is taking on the form of its beloved Ralphie. They are running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 21 over Indiana. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. But jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Eakin. They'll run the screen. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple points.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Skips away from pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Dropping back, it's Eakin. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He wants to change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the 2nd overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this 1st overtime possession. Back to throw, it's Eakin. Fires to the right. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
Down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. They'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. So here we go, a long field goal attempt to win it. Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime. happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.